What up? What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We'll be taking a look at Bitcoin real quick as we get set up here to go live on TikTok and other platforms. Thank you guys for coming by. If you're new, subscribe, by the way. But yeah, I'm excited. All right, let's do this. What's up, Derek's? What's up, man? How you doing, bro? What do you think about Solana, Lewis? I got you, Derek's. Don't worry, I'm gonna check out all the coins. Solana's definitely one of them. It's actually it's still a pretty good price, right? Because what's happening is there's like a delay effect, right? Before these altcoins go crazy up, but you know, I still think Solana's a good price right here at 163. Right, you got to understand, last time Bitcoin was at this price level, Solana was like over 200 plus. So I do believe Solana will recover. I think it's at a good deal right here around 160. Not financial advice, of course, just my opinion. You know, but let's go live on TikTok as well, and also on IG. What is going on? We are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. We are live everywhere. If you guys are here, definitely like, follow. Shout out to Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Just taking a look at the markets. A Bitcoin at 102. Bitcoin back over 100K. How are you guys feeling with Bitcoin back over 100K? What have you guys been up to? Have you guys been buying, FOMOing into the market? Have you been selling? Are you guys excited? You know, Trump said buy stocks, right? He's bullish on the market, so. But what are you guys' opinion right now where the market is? Jason said, hope you're doing well, bro. I'm doing great, Jason. Thank you, man. Hope you're doing well as well. Thank you, man. I've been offline for like a month or so because I've been traveling to Brazil and stuff, but I've been back. I've been pretty consistent, so happy with that. HVAC still holding. Awesome. Yeah, me too. I've been, look, when Bitcoin went to the 70s, I was clear. I was still very bullish in my Telegram group, posting the coins I was buying. And man, shout out to people who bought Brett, who bought Turbo, who bought a lot of these coins that are recovering nicely. So I was still bullish. I wasn't like flip-flopping saying, oh yeah, we're going to the 60s, the 50s, you know, for Bitcoin. I never said that. So really hoping they buy because I'm holding. Hoping who buys? Retail? Pengu's a good buy right now. I mean, I don't know. Didn't it pump a lot already? I mean, it's still very low compared to where it was before, right? Where it came out, but the fact that it's recovering nicely is a good sign for Pengu. I don't know, guys, is it lagging on TikTok? I might have to restart TikTok because it looks like it's lagging on TikTok. Just comment if it's lagging. If it is, I'll just restart. Do a quick restart on TikTok, not on the other platforms though. It is okay. It's probably because I don't know what's up with TikTok and this. All right, I'll just restart it, guys. Don't worry. All right, let's do a quick restart here. The TikTok is so weird because my video quality is at 1080p. Right. So I don't know why it's doing that, but whatever. Crypto Owl, what's up, bro? How you been? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Let's go live now. Let's go live on TikTok. Hopefully it doesn't lag. Looks like it's better this time. Made 200 euros with ETH. I then decided to invest heavy and bought 21 Solana coins. Good day. Wow, that's awesome, man. Congrats to Derek's 21 Solana. That's a pretty good amount, you know, and congrats on making that amount with ETH. And now you're moving to Solana. I think it's a good move. I think Solana will outperform ETH, especially buying Solana at 160 around here. I think it's a good move, not financial advice. The one thing too, though, don't forget, Derek's, is to stake it, right? If you're gonna hold it for a minute, if you're gonna hold it for a while, why not stake the Solana for extra profit? We are back live on TikTok. For some reason, we were lagging. Where do you see us in the next few months? Man, I mean, it looks bullish, right? The trend is your friend. Bitcoin has shown a really beautiful recovery here. So I'm bullish. I think this is going to be the first time in a while that we have a bullish crypto summer. We might have a, you know, we might have a down month, maybe July or August or something, but I believe we're going to have a bullish momentum towards the end of the year. I think it's just going to heat up towards the, you know, towards the end of the year. So look, the top could be Q4 of this year, or Q1 of 2026, or even Q2 of 2026, depending on how long this bull market is, because we know it's much more mature. You know, we have people calling for a mega cycle or a super cycle or whatever. Will it be this time? We'll see. I don't believe XRP is down. I think it's just like been flat. Thank you for sharing wisdom. Thank you, Crypto Owl. Appreciate it, man. Everything is great. Thanks, boss, man. Shout out to Crypto Owl. Always great to have you on here, man. And to be going through this crypto journey with all of you guys on here. It's awesome. But yeah, comment below what you guys been up to. We'll take a look here at the top gainers on the daily real quick. Here are my watch list on Crypto Bubbles. No, just some of my coins on my watch list. Doesn't mean I own them. It's just some coins here. What? Yeah, I'm on watch list, I think. But wow, Moondang is actually... Since when was Moondang up 99? I thought it was up 99% on the monthly or weekly. This is on the daily. That is insane. What's going on with Moondang? This coin's up 99% on the daily. Biggest gainer here. A lot of meme coins are up today. Peanut, Brett. Brett was one of the big meme coins I bought during this crash, and it went down a lot. Brett, Turbo, they went down a lot, but they've been recovering a lot. I think they already recovered more than half of what it you know, what it went down to. So those are good signs. You guys really want to be buying coins that are showing good signs of recovery, not coins that are just stagnant and still struggling after this crash. Thoughts on altcoins will pull back in a couple days to the same 10%. Yeah, I think altcoins will start to move slowly. I mean, we already started to see a lot of altcoins today starting to move, you know, big, especially a lot of meme coins. So I think that's a good sign that other altcoins will start to move. You think we set a new all-time high this month? This month, man. No, I don't think this month. I mean, I would be surprised if Bitcoin breaks 109 this month. It would have to be due to some big news this month, but I do believe eventually very soon. I mean, we're only like, well, what is it? We're only like 8K away from breaking all-time highs, right? 8,000. So yeah, if we get some big bullish news or something this month, that can definitely we can definitely move more than 8,000 bucks on Bitcoin. Is ETH good? Yeah, ETH is good. I think ETH is good. That's another coin I bought. I bought ETH around 1,700. So I didn't get the absolute bottom at 1,500 or so, but I bought it at 1,700. Happy with that. It went lower. See, that's the thing. You guys need to stop being greedy and perfectionist, right? What I mean by that is, if you buy a coin, let's say for example you bought ETH just like me at 1,700, maybe 1,800, and then for a couple weeks it went lower. It went to like 1,500. It was a very fearful market. You just got to remain calm. You cannot sell out of panic. You cannot be a panic seller, right? There's a reason why you bought it. You got to have conviction with what you buy, what your actions are, and you bought it, you stick to it. You're not going to panic sell it, because if you did, you would have panic sold the bottom, and then a couple weeks later here Ethereum is at 2,200. You see what I'm saying? So I'm happy with that buy. And you're not always going to sell the absolute bottom, absolute peak, but it's still a pretty good price where I bought ETH, in my opinion. Anytime, Derek's. If you guys on Instagram, YouTube, don't forget to like, TikTok as well. All asks for likes, guys. You guys can join my free community. Trying to grow the best crypto community out there. 100% for free on Telegram. What I think about Aerodrome. Aerodrome was a coin I should have, and I can still buy. But I think it's a very bullish coin because I'm bullish on base. If you're bullish on base, you should be bullish on Aerodrome, because it's basically its #1 DEX, right? So a base growing, that's gonna be a lot of volume on Aerodrome. So I am bullish on Aerodrome. I just don't have any of it. I do though. I do have base's second biggest DEX, which is Alien Base, which is a lot lower cap than Aerodrome for sure. But I do have Alien Base. Yeah. Sir Diamond, what's up, bro? How you been? Thanks for coming to the live stream. How you guys been? Oh yeah, guys. I just want to say, wait. Price prediction for ETH at end of May. I mean, it could be in the upper 2,700s, upper 2,000, you know, maybe 2,700, 800, around there. Bull run starts when they decrease interest rates. Yeah, I do think so. Well, not the bull run, I would say. The bull run's already been on. It's the altcoin season, right? Towards the end of the bull run. But I forgot to say this, guys, in the beginning of the live stream, but I just want to say, where are the bears? Where are the bears? Where are the guys that were saying we're going into a bear market? Bitcoin 60K, 50K. Where are all those guys at? Right, the last live streams. I mean, I remember live streaming weeks, months ago. People were just scared and just calling the top is in, this and that. And here we are, Bitcoin recovering back over 100K. Meanwhile, during that time I was buying a lot of altcoins. Happy with that decision. And I didn't just buy, I held, right? I held a lot of altcoins. And here we are. We're back over 100K. Now, altcoins, a lot of altcoins are still down. That's true. But with Bitcoin coming back up, it's not going to be too soon until the big altcoins start to recover, right? So if you're holding altcoins that look amazing on the charts like Cardano, Dogecoin, XRP, they will recover eventually with Bitcoin moving up. So yeah, where are the bears, guys? Where are the bears that were calling for the top to be in? And what's interesting here on the monthly too is that man, this might be, I mean, we might get if we get a monthly closing here above 102, that is super bullish. Because the closing is everything, right? We went up to 109. What was it, like 109? But we closed around 102, which is where we're at right now. So if we get a closing here in May on the monthly, that would be super bullish. I mean, look, if we get a closing above 102 in May, June we're gonna blast through 1010, 109. That's my prediction. So we'll see what we close here in May. But so far, it's been a great month. What's the ancient 8? Frank Ramos says Dogecoin. Dogecoin's doing great. 19 cents. I think the moment where we are right now, guys, is we're in this like gap. We're in this like delay between altcoins and Bitcoin, in which Bitcoin is taking off first again. And this happens so many times. But it's this gap where Bitcoin just taking off again. But altcoins are down. And it's this opportunity to invest in altcoins before they take off again. Right? It's not financial advice. I just think that it's that gap that we always have where Bitcoin takes off and then altcoins follow. It could be a couple days. It could be a week. But eventually the good altcoins start to move up following Bitcoin. And we can see here Dogecoin starting to pivot, right? It haven't had a green candle like this yet, but I predict we will have a similar candle to like this, right? Very soon here. And we're just in that gap before altcoins really start to take off. I mean, we're already starting to see today Moodang up 93% on the day. Bread starting, so a lot of meme coins starting to move back up. Ethereum up. I mean, Ethereum's up 20% on the day. That's on the day. That's a lot for Ethereum. So those are good signs. Nari says, hi, what do you recommend to start learning? Great question. For all the crypto beginners, you guys are welcome here. This is why I live stream for new people coming into the crypto space. Feel free to ask questions. But what I recommend to start learning about crypto, definitely, I think Coinbase is a great app because they even have within Coinbase, they have a rewards place where you actually they actually teach you about projects and you actually earn free crypto. It's not a lot, but it's still like, you know, $5-10 here and there. And then in Coinbase itself, you can buy crypto. But YouTube is amazing. I have a YouTube channel. YouTube is amazing to learn about crypto itself, about projects, about what Bitcoin really is and all that. So YouTube is amazing. And even here on TikTok, you know, there's some people, but YouTube has more variety of people that teach more about crypto. What's your thoughts on blockchain mining? What do you mean block? Like just mining in general? I think it's great. It's just that, you know, there's a lot of mining companies out there in the stock market, like Mara and you know, Riot, and you know, Bitcoin is obviously the #1. But I mine crypto. I mine Dogecoin, Litecoin, and Sia coin. So yeah. But yeah, taking a look. We'll take a look here at Dogecoin. Again, Dogecoin. I feel like Dogecoin is like is about to take off. Right, Frank? If you're still here, Frank, I think Dogecoin. It's in the, like I said, we're in this gap between Bitcoin taking off first and altcoins still down. So this is why this is still a great opportunity right here. I feel like a lot of altcoins are going to start to take off very soon. So don't be surprised if, you know, you wake up one day and Dogecoin is back to like 26 cents here at that 0.38 Fibonacci right there. And then very, very soon later, back to 40 cents. You see? So the crypto market moves fast. We can recover back to these prices just like that in a month or in 2 months. And we can see right here, Doge, in a matter of 3 months right here, Dogecoin went from 8 cents in a matter of 3 months, right? 8 cents all the way up to like 48 cents. So that's how fast the crypto market moves. And I believe right here, why Dogecoin is super bullish is because it's putting in a higher low and basically flipping that 618 as support. It was once resistance right here. You see right here back in 2022. It just got resisted hard right there. Really hard. Right? We went deep here for multiple months. Now we're attacking it from the other side, from the top. Very bullish. We're gonna flip it as support. And that's why I believe this is the higher low. So this is Dogecoin is one of those coins that has a very good chart. It's one of the best charts out there in my opinion. It moved fast downward. Yeah, I mean, yeah, coming down. And here's the thing, guys, like this is good that Dogecoin came down with Bitcoin, obviously, because there was a lot of longs here, right? There's a lot of longs here. The same way that Bitcoin came down to fill in the gap. You see this huge gap here? Dogecoin came down to fill in this gap and tag that 618. This is why I show Fibonacci to you guys. No other live streamer will show you Fibonacci live like I do. But I show you Fibonacci here in the live stream because it is legit. Like I've been having this chart since right here, since the bear market, and you can see the correlation here with the pivots, right? Seeing where Dogecoin comes down here, I bought. When Dogecoin came down here, I bought. And a big reason was because it was in the 618, the golden pocket, the exact Fibonacci target. So we start to see we're in that transition here, pivoting back up here, putting in that higher low from the previous higher low, continuing this long-term uptrend. So that's why I'm bullish on Doge. And again, don't be surprised if you wake up one day Dogecoin is at 26 cents, the next Fibonacci target. SNA, what's up? SNA, how you been, bro? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Shout out to SNA, my moderator. Dogecoin to the moon, Brewski. And you know what, too? I'm so happy with this drop, guys, because the amount of Dogecoin that I had here, I'm not gonna say how much Dogecoin I have, but I had a good amount of Dogecoin when it was at over 40 cents. But with it coming down, and even right now, I bought enough that I'm like, yeah, this is a good amount. Like I reached my goals for Dogecoin that I'm really satisfied with. So I'm happy with it coming down because it gave me this opportunity, not just with Dogecoin, but with Ethereum too, right? And some other coins where I hold an amount now that I'm satisfied with. I'm like, yeah, this is great. This is a good amount.
Subscriber,
right? For my own personal portfolio. So, yeah, I've been good, bro. Good to see you live. That's awesome. That's awesome to hear, man. What's a good amount? Ballpark. What do you mean a good amount? Like for Dogecoin specifically? I mean, again, it depends with your own finances, your own portfolio. Everyone's different, right? Maybe 10K could be a lot to someone else it could be a little. Yeah, Benny. Look, I have a YouTube channel, and I have a course coming out soon. I already recorded it. I'm just editing the course. It's coming out. So, how's ICP looking? I got you. Yeah, 10K is a good amount. 10K is a great amount. You've been great. Keep it up. SNA, thank you, bro. Thank you for the support. Shout out to SNA. 10K is good. Yeah. 10K is a pretty good amount. I'll buy your course. You already know. Oh, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And look, let me tell you, I went everything with this course. And it's not just gonna be like a course that you just get. There's gonna be add-ons. There's gonna be benefits like I'm gonna have my SL cheat sheet, right? Which is this right here. I don't want to show all of it because it's only an add-on. It's only a cheat sheet that you get with the course. So this is the cheat sheet right here, where you get like basically all the things that I use on the daily, divergences, the most popular chart patterns right here, right? So you're gonna get that with it, and it's basically like a cheat sheet that you can have to pull up every time you're looking at charts, just like me. But I really went, you know, I really try to make this really good course. Dagger, anytime, man. So ICP, someone asked for ICP. Think Doge, yeah, Dogecoin will get back to 50 cents. I believe it's gonna go past $1. Do you see? I have to check Crypto Owl. I gotta check to see that. What about the live courses? The live? What do you mean the live courses? Yeah, my YouTube channel is just Sir Lewis. You can just search up Sir Lewis, spelled with a U. Or you can just go to my link bio and click on the YouTube icon and it'll take you there. To be honest, I don't know how much the course will be yet. I'm already done with it. I just have to, it will be on my WAP though. So in my link bio, the second link is my WAP. And WAP is this great website that's been, I mean, WAP has been growing so much. Just everyone sells things now on WAP because it's just grown so much. So it's gonna be on WAP. And what I will do though is the first 3 days I'm gonna be live streaming and promoting my course. But the first 3 days you're gonna get like 10% discount. So I'm gonna be promoting it, and if you buy in the first 3 days, you'll get a 10% discount. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do in the. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know ahead of time when I'm you know, when it's coming out and everything. So I'm just basically like I already edited 50% of it. So I'm close to getting it done. Live, oh, like live courses. I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Maybe if you guys want that too, maybe. But look, yeah, I'll look at Bitcoin dominance. Don't worry. ICP, look, ICP, it's gonna take a lot for ICP to recover, but it's not completely bearish. Okay, I believe ICP can recover. Right, I believe this could be the bottom here for ICP. Basically coming back down to fill in this gap here. So there's a lot of demand right there, right? A lot of liquidity right there. And we just broke through that. So this was a good sign here for ICP having this God candle. Now with Bitcoin coming down, it's no surprise that ICP came back down to revisit this level. Okay, it took out all those longs, all that liquidity right there. And now it's starting, now it has all the space to go back up and follow Bitcoin in the market. So I believe it will recover. I just think that it's still at the bottom. It's still like creating a floor. So it'll be good to maybe wait a week or two for ICP to get in ICP. Yeah, we can definitely, Bitcoin can definitely go back to the 90s, even lower 90s, you know, in a pullback. So don't be surprised if Bitcoin pulls back to the lower 90s or so, maybe 93 or something, right? Because 93, that price range is a very important price for Bitcoin. So don't be surprised if that happens. You take money out every day. What do you mean take out money every, like profits? Not really, but I will though towards the, you know, the end of the bull market. I will. And then the main reason why is because, you know, when you buy, if you hold it for more than 1 year, you're gonna pay way less taxes, right? If you're trading, like if you're buying big amounts of crypto and you make a profit on it, and you take profits on it less than 1 year, you're gonna pay higher taxes. but I do have a percentage in my portfolio that I do trade. So what I think about Chainlink, I think Chainlink it's one of my biggest holdings. I'm bullish on it. It's a great coin. It's a slow mover, right? It's a slow mover, but it's a great utility coin. I think it's one of the safest coins out there. And we can see Chainlink is kind of similar to Dogecoin. It's in the beginning process of that pivot, creating that higher low. Very similar to Dogecoin. And what's even more similar to Dogecoin too is, look, it tagged the 618 too. You see the 618? This is why I show you guys Fibonacci. The 618, boom. Why do you guys think it came down here and stopped? Why do you guys think there's so much support here? Right, that 618. You see how we wick down below it, but we don't close here. We go back up and close above it. That's a bullish sign. When you're looking at the charts and I see this, I'm like, okay, this is bullish. This means that there's a lot of buyers here. Smart money is buying Chainlink here at 10 bucks again, at 11 bucks again, 12 bucks again. You see? So this is why I show Fibonacci to you guys. And what's beautiful too is, like, when we were going up, it got rejected exactly at that Fibonacci target right there at 0.23. Look at that. Exactly on it, like to the wick. 30 bucks. It wicked up there exactly to that Fibonacci target, and then it went down. Now we come down here, we hold the 618, and we're starting to move back up. So yeah, I'm bullish on Chainlink. Is it too late to start trading? I started reading about a week or two ago. What do you think about it by the end of the... Well, trade, like, you can always start trading, guys. The beautiful thing about trading is that you can make money on the upside and also on the downside. So that's the beautiful thing about trading. So you can always get into trading. The moments where, like, it's hard to make money in trading is when we have a very flat market, right? Where it's basically like this, right? When we have a market like we're just going like that, that's usually when it's like difficult to make money in trading. But what's great about crypto is it's volatile. So if you know what you're doing, you can make some big money in the crypto space. Wow, thank you guys for the gifts. You guys been killing it. We're almost at 10,000 likes. If you guys are new to me, by the way, definitely like, follow. I do these crypto streams all the time. And I'm trying to break 30K here on TikTok. And sorry if I haven't covered your coin yet. There's so many comments here across Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. But we're going to cover your coins. Don't worry. And guys on YouTube, don't forget to like. We're only at 3 likes. Come on. You guys got to pick it up. You bought 30K at 30 cents? That's pretty good. Well, at 30 cents. I mean, I do believe it'll recover past that eventually. See some coins. Tau, bro. Tau. Man, I missed out on Tau. I procrastinated. I saw Tau at $200 218. I remember this, and I thought about buying it. I just didn't pull the trigger. But shout out to you guys that bought Tau here at 200, right under 200 too. I mean, it went to 170. I think Tau is a great AI coin, especially because it's an AI coin that stands out of AI itself, right? Because it's like a decentralized AI coin. It's known to be as like the Bitcoin of AI. So when you see a recovery like this from a crash, from, you know, this crash, that is very, very good signs. And Tau has been, I mean, it already recovered halfway from where it came down. So that is very bullish. I have no doubt this coin is going to go back way past 1K. Okay. 1,000. So I'm bullish on Tau. It's at 425 right now. You might think, oh yeah, I'm not going to buy this coin. It's already way too up. But the fact that it's up is bullish. You see what I'm saying? The fact that it's recovering nicely is bullish. So Tau is a good coin, and it has a really low supply too. So it's a great, really good. Oh, Tau! I didn't even know Tau has a halving in 2026. Wow, so it really is the Bitcoin of AI. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, Tau having a halving soon, that's probably gonna pump it even more. So loaded lines. I never heard of that. Is that a coin? Never heard of that coin. Already covered Chainlink, but just to recap, very bullish on it. I think Chainlink is about to pump very soon. Right, I believe we put in that higher low right there, and we're in the process of recovering here and moving up. So I'm bullish on Chainlink. What's the next coin? AVAX. And don't worry, guys, we're gonna cover all your coins. Just going here and trying to go in order. So like AVAX has a more bearish chart compared to like Chainlink and even Dogecoin. Especially since it didn't hold that 618. It's under the 618 right now, but it's not completely bearish, right? Because what I like here about AVAX is that it went back to that bear market resistance level. And this was basically a level that it had a lot of resistance here during the bear market. You see right here, we tag it, you know, once, twice, and it was a big resistance level. Now we came down here once, back up, lower high, and this is the second time. So I do believe we will hold this and start moving up here, recovering. Because there was a lot of longs here, right? There's a lot of liquidity here that it had to come down and basically liquidate all those longs. And it's been holding it pretty well. I mean, if it was, right, you see how we wick down here? If we close down here, that's bearish. But we wick down here, we move back up here towards the top of the resistance level. And so far, we're starting to create, you know, the beginning of this uptrend. So that's a good sign. I'm asking about Helium Mobile. What do you think of that one? Thank you. Actually, I use Helium. My phone service is actually Helium. I've been using it for, I think, over a year now. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. So I think last time I looked at Helium Mobile, it's pretty bullish. But if you guys want to get Helium, the first ever crypto phone service, use my link in my link bio. You get like $20 off your first month, something like that. But I'm bullish on Helium and mobile. Let's see how it's looking real quick. It is down a lot, right? But you know, it's normal. It came down with the market. It's starting to recover. I mean, this is a really bad chart, so I'm pretty sure H&C is much more bullish than mobile. But it's starting, right? It's starting to create a floor here and starting to recover. It's just in this really long-term downtrend. So I wouldn't say it's completely bullish at all. The One, what's up, The One? Don't forget to like on YouTube. Shout out to you guys on YouTube. ADA target. And ADA's gonna go way past $3, I think. Yeah. Guys, just give me a sec. I gotta move my car. Or else it's gonna get towed, guys. So just give me like 2 minutes and I'll be back. All right. I'll leave this screen here for you guys to check out the hourly. But I'll be back in like 2 minutes. All right, we are back, guys. We are back. What is going on? I had to move my car, or else would have got told. What's up, J Pizzle? I am him. What's up, guys? What are you guys up to? Bitcoin 102. I think we just said 103, but we're at 102 right now. I want to put my indicator here. Where's my indicator? Yeah. So we can see right here my indicator topped. So I believe we're gonna top out somewhere in my my indicator here at the red. Hi everyone, exciting days are coming. Yes, exciting days are coming, guys. It's time to get excited. I'm telling you, the crypto market, it's gonna grow big. I'm doing great, TDS. How about you? Yeah, two big green candles looking great, right? I mean, you gotta understand, right? These two big green candles here on so far on the monthly just ate up this one, these two right here, right? So we have these two candles, and these two candles we just ate them up. And I'm telling you guys, like on the monthly, if we get a closing above 102, it's gonna be very bullish because Bitcoin has never closed above 102 yet. You see, the month where we broke all-time highs, we went to like 109, but we closed around 102, right? Like around 102, 400 or whatever. You see that? And then the next month we just stumped all the way to 77. So it's crazy to think about that. 1 month Bitcoin was at 109, the next month it was at 77. And then 3 months later we recovered. So if we get a closing here, I know it's only May 8th, but getting a May closing above 102 is going to be very bullish. And if that happens, June, we're probably going to skyrocket past 110, in my opinion. So yeah, can you chart ICP, please? Yeah, we'll take a look at ICP. I already looked at it, but I'll look at it again. Take a look at ICP. Where can we find the Bitcoin dominance info? I'll take a look at Bitcoin dominance soon. I know I forgot, but we'll take a look at Bitcoin dominance. But this is the ICP. I think what I said for ICP is that ICP is usually a slow mover. Like right here, when it started to take off, Bitcoin was already up a ton, right? ICP really takes off towards the end. So even though it's kind of, it's still all the way down here, it's not moving at the markets that much yet, doesn't mean it won't recover. The good sign here is that ICP, it didn't put in a new low, right? It's not like we came down here and we were like putting in new lows. It's still maintaining this level right here, which is this bear market level. But just like Bitcoin had to fill in the gap, ICP, we had this God candle, very good sign for ICP. And having this God candle, we had to come down and fill in these gaps here because there's so much liquidity over here, right? A lot of longs that we had to take out. And that's just, I mean, the market moves to where there's a lot of liquidity. So that's why ICP is down here still. But I believe very soon with Bitcoin moving up, the altcoins are going to start moving and ICP will put in that higher low. Okay, it's much bearish than other coins. I'm not going to lie. Like there's a big chance ICP does not recover. But the fact that it did this before is a sign that it gives me more confidence, if you know what I'm saying. Right? It gives me more confidence the ICP will put in a higher low and recover. So yeah, I have a free Discord and Telegram. We're mostly active in the Telegram, but it's all free in the bio. Yeah, I still believe Dogecoin is gonna hit $1. I never said it would be this exact time and month, but I'm still very bullish on Dogecoin. It's just when you look at its chart, you got to understand that it's in this long-term uptrend, right? You can see right here. We can't just keep, Dogecoin. We can't just, a lot of these altcoins, we can't just keep going up forever. We're following the market. We're following Bitcoin, but it's in this long-term uptrend, and it's gonna be at some point where it really is gonna take off, just like right here. Just like right here, it's kind of like a nice rounded bottom, right? It's like a nice rounded bottom, and towards the end, it really takes off. So I believe Dogecoin is gonna repeat that. It's just that this time, this is a much more mature bull market. So right here, Dogecoin was way lower cap. It was literally under a penny. This time is gonna take longer, but I do believe it's gonna go past $1. You think alts will hit December highs? Yeah. I do. Can we check Shiba Inu? Yeah, we'll take a look at Shiba Inu. Shiba pumped today? Wow. That's a good sign. I don't think we'll hit December highs this month, but yeah, this sometime very soon for sure. Brian says ETH pumping 20% in the 24 hours is unheard of. Yeah, that's very bullish for the market. We got here on the daily. Ethereum is actually up 20%. Since when do we have that on the daily? I'm happy to pick up some ETH around 1,800, 1,700. Even though it went lower. Yeah, we'll check out Turbo too. So Shiba Inu. Again, Shiba Inu starting to move up. Last time I covered Shiba Inu, I said, look, I'm still bullish on Shiba Inu. Right? It's a more bearish chart than Dogecoin, but it's still not completely bearish. We're still in this long-term uptrend here. We had to come down to fill these gaps to kill all these longs, right? This liquidity right here. But the fact that Shiba, I mean, you got to understand, this is Shiba's biggest point of control. And when I say point of control, it's basically like, it's a range where a coin has multiple pivot, right? Change of direction. So during the bear market, we just couldn't, we were here multiple times, rejected, and then boom, right? Then we break through that point of control. 9 times out of 10, when we break through a big point of control like this, like Shiba did, 9 times out of 10, we come down to revisit. And we did. We bounced off of it. Okay? And then we put in a lower high. But we came down because Bitcoin came down hard. So we came down again. And we're in that point of control again. And we've been holding it pretty good. So I'm bullish on Shiba. Again, this coin is going to take off towards the end of the bull market with altcoin season and everything. But Shiba's secret, guys, for it to really go parabolic is the burning. The burning of its supply is really what's going to make Shiba make the headlines in the news. Okay, so I'm bullish on Shiba. Let's just say behind Dogecoin, Shiba's probably my second biggest meme coin holder. Turbo, right? Yeah, Turbo. Yeah, I do have some bad idea too. I do have some bad, not a lot. It's not a big, I don't have a big holding of bad idea, but I do have some bad idea. It's a lower cap coin, so there's more risk to it. That's probably main reason why it's not one of my big holdings. Did dominance drop? So look, Turbo. If you guys follow me, if you guys in the free community, Telegram, Cryptopolis, the best crypto community in the world, you guys can join for free. We're over 1,000 people already in the Telegram. You will know that I've been posting Turbo. I've been buying Turbo and Brett the last months when the market, when it was down a lot. Turbo came down a lot and it was fearful. And we can see that this is a beautiful reaction, a beautiful bounce here. It already recovered more than half of what it lost for Turbo. That is very bullish, okay? When we have some altcoins like ICP, for example, still struggling here, trying to bounce to the market, Turbo and also Brett is having a great recovery so far. So looking at Turbo's chart, it has a very bullish chart. And I mean, it's just, like I said, I just told you guys, when there's a big point of control like this, right? And we just blast through it with a God candle, 9 times out of 10, we will come down to revisit and test it as support. That's what Turbo did. It's no surprise it bounced. It's no surprise it bounced right there. You see, so yeah, I'm bullish on Turbo. If we go here in the weekly, we can see, you know, most likely don't get too excited on Turbo yet, because there's a big chance we can come down and revisit this level, right? You see how we have a God candle that just blasts through that. We probably will revisit here, put in a higher low, and then continue this uptrend. So you don't want to FOMO into the market or on Turbo just yet, because, you know, we can come down back to those levels still. Just like Bitcoin can still come down to the lower 90s. 93 is a big level. So I know not financial advice, but how far do you think it will go up? Yeah, that's a great question. That's hard, because that's hard to do for coins that are experiencing their first ever bull market, like Turbo, like Brett, because there's not a lot of history. Like, I can't do a Fibonacci on it. So it's, you know, you really have to look at its tokenomics and compare it to other meme coins market cap from last bull market. But I believe Turbo is going to be it's going to have some big X's. It's definitely going to have some big, I mean, I believe this coin will definitely go past, you know, maybe 10 cents plus, right? Which is insane to say, but, you know, from its top here at a penny, that's only a 10x from its top here. And if Turbo really survives and has that altcoin season, you know, especially being part of Ethereum, it can very well go past 10 cents. So yeah. And Turbo is one of my top meme coin holdings, so it's a coin I'll be looking at very closely. We're pulling back. This is a trap, bro. Market makers are playing with our emotions. Yeah, we probably will pull back. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back, revisit maybe 93. Heck, even 88 could be a target here, right? We might revisit 88, but we'll probably have a pullback. But again, I'm still bullish going into this year, towards the end of this year. Even the summer, I'm bullish for the summer too. I think this is gonna be the first time we really have a bullish crypto summer. And I just think it's gonna accelerate as, you know, as we drop interest rates, as the tariff deals start to get negotiations and everything starts to clear up. I think it will accelerate as things start to clear up, and obviously the money supply starts to go up. That's just my gut feeling. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin dominance. A lot of you guys are asking for Bitcoin dominance. And we can start to see we're finally getting ready here on Bitcoin dominance, right? So I don't think Bitcoin dominance topped out yet. There's plenty of times where we got ready, even right here, and it was just a big trap here, right? and then we just blast through it. So I don't think we topped out yet. Maybe we'll pull back a little bit. We're just red right here because Ethereum's up a ton, altcoins too. But Fran Trent says, if Bitcoin comes down, does that mean that dominance is coming down too? That's a great question. A lot of people ask this question regarding Bitcoin dominance, and it is simply no. Bitcoin dominance coming down doesn't mean Bitcoin is like about to drop. It doesn't mean that. There were times here, I can give you great examples of where Bitcoin dominance was coming down, right? And Bitcoin kept going up. All it means is that altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So it does not mean Bitcoin is coming down. Yeah. Do you think Bitcoin will drop below 80K again? I think it will next bear market. Not I don't think it will like anytime soon until next bear market. My opinion. But I do think we can come to 88K or 93K on the pullback for sure. Jasmine, a lot of you guys asking for Jasmine. Take a look at Jasmine. So Jasmine kind of similar to ICP, but it's looking better. It's looking better than ICP because we're starting to finally break this resistance level, just like I said we would. But the main thing here is Jasmine had a gap to fill. I don't know if you see where the gap is right here, but you got these two big point of controls, and in between it you have a huge gap right here, right? You got this huge gap, and like I always say, every time you break through for God candle like that, 9 times out of 10 will eventually come down and fill in that gap, just like we did right here, and tag that bear market resistance, which was a lot right there, from the 2022 bear market. So this is good. This is good because we're gaining strength here, coming down here, but we're starting to bounce back. So I'm bullish on Jasmine. I think it's still at a great deal here under 2 cents. It's just, I mean, it's gonna flatten out here a little bit before it really starts to take off, because it's still testing that support as resistance. So we might even pull back a little bit with Bitcoin and then put in the higher low and then break it. So you want to be patient with Jasmine, you want to be patient with ICP, but I do believe eventually it will start to take off. Memecoin, when do you think the pullback will happen? Honestly, probably soon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's towards the end of May, right after mid-May. We might go up a little bit higher, or maybe mid-May. But I expect towards the end of May for us to be around the same price, like around 103. Trying, you know, it's definitely going to be a tug of war between the bears and bulls to see where May closes here. Because again, like I said, if we close above 102, 103, in June, we're going to have a huge candle in June going up. So what will happen? We might pull back. Then towards the end of May, we come back to 102. You see? So that's what I think might happen. So you guys asking for Memecoin. Mog. I do have a little bit of Mog in my portfolio. Well, yeah, man, Mog is up a ton here the last 2 months. Recovering nicely here. I mean, it came down. Mog came down. How much did it come down? Come 93%. Came down 93%. But it's up, you know, it's up a ton. It's up like 300 and something. So from the bottom here. So Mog is having a great recovery. I'll just be careful with it right now. I mean, this is a coin that can easily pull back, but you can see how we're already overbought here for Mog on the weekly. right? And especially, I mean, it's at a price point right here where it's testing a big point of control. So we might pull back here, put in the higher low, and then break it. You see, either way, I'm bullish on MOG. I think this coin is a survivor for sure. I think this coin will definitely take off. What's up, Daniel? My short's up 500. Wow, that's awesome. I'll check it out. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Dogecoin is it's doing good. It's putting in the higher low to continue the uptrend. That's what it's doing. But Dogecoin it's doing amazing in my opinion. Yeah, MOG is still pretty low cap. Brian says, "Are you streaming using your phone?" No. So on the computer, on Instagram and YouTube, I'm using my computer, but on TikTok, I'm using my phone. And the reason why it's not full screen, Brian, is because live streaming like this, it just makes it easier for me to live stream on Instagram and TikTok, because the format on over there is like a vertical, so I can easily duplicate my screen on Instagram and TikTok, and I could basically multi-stream. You know what I'm saying? Because if I had a horizontal, it'll be hard for, you know, people on TikTok and Instagram to see the whole screen, because it'll be like super long. But I get a lot of you guys on YouTube prefer horizontal. I might do a horizontal stream soon to see how it works out, but so far I've been streaming like this. Cardano. Look at Dent and compare with XRP, bro. Literally the same exact chart before explosion. I got you. We'll take a look at Cardano too. But Dent, some of you guys are saying it looks like XRP. Let's see if it looks like XRP. I mean, I wouldn't say it looks like XRP, to be honest. Is this the right Dent? It doesn't look like the same chart, unless I have the wrong coin here. But definitely doesn't look like XRP. Yeah. Cardano, let's take a look at Cardano, one of the top meme coins. Wow, Cardano's at 77 cents. Hello, bro. How to get TRX on USDT faster? What do you mean TRX on USDT faster? What do you mean by that? My price target on Shiba, I think it's like 0.03025 or even 303. Last time I checked it. That was the wrong coin. Look, Cardano's looking great. Cardano's looking like it's about to take off, to be honest. We might come down. We might hit 96 cents very soon for Cardano. Don't be surprised. But this is a great chart. Right? This is definitely, I'm super excited for Cardano because I hold it, I stake it. I think it's going to do some big X's, some big moves this bull market. What's your thoughts on QNT monthly bull chart? Bull flag. QNT on the monthly? Yeah, I mean, so QNT, you know, we did break out of this super long-term downtrend here for QNT on the monthly, so that's bullish. And it was actually this month, so it's a good time for QNT. And it's still under $100, but this month we actually broke out of this long-term downtrend for quant. And because I mean, this is a long-term downtrend that it's been in for QNT, and this might be the start of the pivot. The good thing is that we put in a lower high, and now we have to break 110. All right, once QNT breaks 110 and holds above that, I think it's gonna start to really move up. But it's still in the, you know, it's showing good signs here that it's recovering the last 2 months, right? And that it didn't break, it didn't put in a new low here. So I like QNT actually. I think it's a coin that's might be a good opportunity right now. It's showing good signs. And it's still technically pretty low. Can you look at NEAR, please? XRP. I got you. We'll take a look at XRP first because you asked me. And then we'll take a look at NEAR. So this is XRP. XRP held up this crash pretty well compared to other altcoins. It didn't come down, you know. I mean, a lot of people would have expected XRP to come down back all the way back down to like $1.90. I mean, the least 90 cents, right, to that 0.30, but it didn't. So that is very good signs. That's showing there's a lot of strength here. There's a lot of buyers holding XRP at these levels. Doesn't mean we can't dump down there, but you know, XRP is looking like it's a very strong coin here that can take off very soon, right? I think there's a lot of strength. If it was for XRP to come down, it would have came down already. I mean, Bitcoin came to the 70s. It came to the 70s already. It's at 102. So Bitcoin moving up, I think is going to prevent XRP from coming down to these low targets. So, I mean, XRP is going to probably shoot up to $3 very soon, to be honest. Thank you for the chilies. NEAR, right? NEAR. Take a look here at NEAR. So this is NEAR protocol, one of the AI projects. Thank you for all the info, much appreciated. 1, 2, 3, anytime, man. Anytime. Don't forget to follow, join the free community. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot more live streams soon, so definitely follow. So NEAR is looking great. I think NEAR is one of those coins that is a good coin to buy right now, not financial advice, because right, we have that bear market resistance top right there, right, the level from back in the bear market. And NEAR came down and tagged it and is in the process of flipping it as support and starting to move up. So I think NEAR right now is a buy, not financial advice, but confirming this as a support. I think this is where the bottom is in for NEAR. Okay, let's pull a Fibonacci here on NEAR protocol, and we will see that, yeah. You can see how even based on Fibonacci, it wicks down to that 0.78 right there. You see that wick? And now you can see why NEAR is kind of slowing down now, because it's coming up here to test that 618 golden pocket as resistance. So once NEAR really breaks through this and holds $3, it's gonna then move it's gonna start moving very fast to $4 to $6 to $10. You see, but the fact that we wicked down here to that 0.78, tagged it, and now we're starting to slowly move up is a good sign. So I'm bullish on NEAR, and honestly, I might pick up some because I'm liking what I'm liking its chart, to be honest. Really am. Slick says, how about Pepe, bro? Check out Pepe real quick. Thank you for the gifts. Scented pleasure. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the nice gifts. Lewis, can you do a price prediction on AVAX? Draven, what's up, Draven? Sure. We'll do an update price prediction on AVAX. And anytime, guys, definitely follow, so you guys know when I live stream. I'm gonna be live streaming all the time during this bull market for all of these coins, near and all of them, and I'll be updating you guys on these coins during the bull market. What's up, Summer? Thanks for coming to the live stream. So you asked for Pepe, right? Slick asked for Pepe. Let's take a look at Pepe real quick. Pepe is one of the top gold tier meme coins. The chart speaks for itself. I mean, we can see we held this level right here like a boss, right? I mean, we came down here, tagged it again. Now we're starting to recover. It's finding some resistance here because, I mean, this is the next point of control here that we're obviously going to get some resistance. So don't be surprised if we pull back for Pepe. We might come up a little bit, pull back, and then break it, right? Do something like that. But I'm bullish on Pepe. I think this coin, being one of the top meme coins, will recover, especially once ETH takes off. It's gonna be one of ETH's top meme coins. And again, I would not be surprised if Pepe passes Shiba Inu in market cap. I think that's very well possible, and it can become ETH's #1 meme coin by doing that. So I think this is a coin that is a great meme coin that you can invest in and not worry too much, because I think it will recover and do some crazy X's. So I'm bullish on Pepe for sure. And it didn't even come down crazy hard, right? I mean, if it came down crazy hard, we would have broken this support and came all the way down here to this level. But it held it like a beast. So AVAX is the next coin. Do a price prediction on AVAX. Look, my price prediction on AVAX based on Fibonacci: 312 to 430. That's my price prediction. I think AVAX being somewhere around that range, I think that's where the top could be. Right, the 618 is obviously the most bullish level, the most, depending on what AVAX does. But 800, I think it's a very low probability that AVAX hits that target. But 300 to 430, I think it's a good amount it's a realistic amount to where AVAX can hit. So those are my levels. Would I prefer Doge or Pepe? I prefer Dogecoin, even though Pepe will probably have more X's. But I prefer Dogecoin, being Dogecoin has more history and surviving multiple bear markets. But I do prefer Doge. I have both though. Now, I haven't looked at VRA yet. Chainlink price prediction. So based on my chart, Chainlink price prediction from 98 to like 130. I think that's my my conservative price prediction. Most bullish price target here is 220. But the likely price prediction is 98 to 130. I know it's a lower price prediction because Chainlink's previous all-time high was 55, and that's basically like slightly a 2x from its all-time high. But you know, it's based on Fibonacci. We know Fibonacci is super accurate. We also know that, you know, Chainlink is a slow mover. So we will see. We'll see where Chainlink is when Bitcoin maybe is at 150K, 200K. Anytime user 47. And this is why I show you guys Fibonacci too, because it gives you a plan, right? You have a plan, you have a clear focused plan on taking profits this bull market, and you're not just going with the flow and getting greedy and falling into euphoria. Right, so that's how you want to use it. How Fibonacci's work. So I'll give you an example here how accurate Fibonacci can be, how it works. But this was Bitcoin 2021, right? You can see the top right here. It was around this price. That was 2021. Now the way that I use Fibonacci is different. I basically get the top from the previous bull market and the bottom, right? The bear market bottom. So what I do is, and I have my own settings and everything, and I have a course coming out that's going to show this and everything, but I just get the bear market bottom and the bull market top, and all you need is the bear market bottom and bull market top from the previous bull market. You see that? So I would have had this chart since right here. Just remember that. I would have had that chart since right there, 2018. And then boom, we got our Fibonacci targets, and look at that. We hit exactly the 618. The top is exactly the 618. And what's beautiful about this is you would have had this since right here. So as you would have seen Bitcoin, look, even right here, it gets rejected at a big Fibonacci target at 0.23. And a big rejection too, you see? But you would have had this and watching Bitcoin going up, you would have been like, okay, we're at a big Fibonacci target at 618. Maybe I should sell. Maybe I shouldn't get greedy. Maybe I shouldn't fall into the euphoria of the market. And maybe I should sell. And if you would have sold, even in this range, you would have had amazing profits because Bitcoin dropped a ton here. You see, so this is why I use Fibonacci. This is why I share it. Just an example here. I love your approach. Seems logical. Daniel, thank you. Thank you so much, Daniel. RSR. I'm bullish on RSR. I did buy RSR. I really like it. Shout out to Christopher Green on YouTube. Nice. Thanks for your explanation. Anytime. Look, I can give you so many examples of how accurate Fibonacci is, not just for Bitcoin. I mean, we can get right here the total market cap, right? So I'll show you how Fibonacci also predicted the top for the total market cap here at 3 trillion. Okay, 3 trillion. So again, like I said, I got the bear market low here for the total market cap for Bitcoin for the whole crypto space, and the top, the previous top. So, and again, I have special Fibonacci settings that I will have in my course coming out soon, and I show you how to use it. But I just get the bottom, the top, and voila, look at that. Again, the top hits the 618. Again, you see that? And look, I can't make this up, guys. Like this is just math, right? This is you know, based on these Fibonacci segments here. And we can see the 618 right there is the top at a nice rounded number. Crypto loves rounded numbers like 3, 10, right? And that's where we top out, 3 trillion. And let's do, I want to do here one for the future. So we can, I want to share here with you guys. Shout out to you guys still here in the live stream. I want to give you guys here a foresight to the future. So let's do one right here to see where the top of the total market cap could be in. Okay. So I just posted it right there, right? The bear market bottom, last top. And here we see here the conservative price, 4.38 trillion to 5. That's the conservative top right there for the total market cap. But the 618, which we topped out last bull market, which was at the 618, brings us to around 7.4 trillion, around 7.3, around there. Okay. So this leaves to me, this this basically shows me that there's a big probability that we top out around 7.3. Doesn't have to be exactly 7.3. Could be even 8 trillion. We can go a little bit higher. You see? But if you like, this is why you want to use this to your advantage, because like, let's say we wick to like 8 trillion in 1 month, but then the next month we come back down and we close around 7.4 or something. That's showing you signs that the top most likely is in. You see what I'm saying? But this is based on Fibonacci. This is where the top, around where the top could be. So maybe you see all these influencers out there saying we're gonna go to 12 trillion, 10 trillion, 15 trillion market cap for crypto, and you're hearing all these things. But I'm here showing you guys the realistic targets here using Fibonacci, right? And it's giving you around 7 to 8 trillion. And I'm just being honest with you guys and logical. So yeah. I mean, trust me, you got people saying that we're going much higher than 7 to 8 trillion market cap. Awesome, thank you. Anytime, Simpson. But don't worry. We'll cover some other coins here. Coins you guys got. Do Solana, please. Solana, yeah, I'll check out Solana. Let's see. So let's do Solana. And if you guys want to learn more about this, I go deep into it. My course coming out very, very soon. I'll let you guys know when the course comes out. I have my Fibonacci settings and I show you exactly how to do it. But here we can see Solana. And look, we can also see right here how accurate this level is, right at that 0.23. There's so much support. Even in this correction, Solana, we wick under that 0.23, but we don't close under it. That's showing you that Solana is super, super bullish. We wick under it, but we come right back up and close above that Fibonacci target. You see that? That's bullish. But here, looking at Fibonacci for Solana, price prediction for Solana, this bull market, I'm gonna give you guys here my targets based on Fibonacci. So this range right here is my conservative price prediction. Okay, which is most likely where it'll top out. In between 686 to 1000, right? 1010, whatever. Somewhere in this range, most likely is where Solana will top out. And I would not be surprised if Solana goes to 1000 around there. So this is my price prediction. These are my price targets. The 618 is the most bullish scenario, but it's very unlikely, right? Not all altcoins hit that 618 target. If Solana does, it brings it to around 2,300, which is insane, right? Solana hitting 2,300. So, but this level, very realistic. I could see Solana hitting 600 and above. Yeah, I'd be geeked. Still, look, guys, one thing is to like, okay, I'm gonna hold it till there, right? The other thing is to sell it. It's hard to sell it. Because I'm pretty sure if Solana's around 700, 800, do you know how much euphoria is going to be in the market? You know how much greed? You know how much it's going to be completely different than what it is right now. So this is why Fibonacci is powerful and why I'm sharing here with you guys, to have a plan. No matter how the market is with Solana at 800 or around this level, you have to pull the trigger and take that action and sell it. You see what I'm saying? This is why you got to have a focused, clear mindset and really take action. And this is the honest truth. Selling at the top is painful. Same thing as buying towards the bottom is painful. Imagine buying Solana here sub $8, sub $13, sub $20. It was painful because you didn't know if Solana was going to recover. You didn't know if it was just going to die off. There was so much fear here, so it was painful to buy. Now, Solana here, if it goes to like 1,800, it's going to be also painful because there's going to be so much greed and so much like bullish news. You don't know if Solana is going to keep going up. So it's going to be painful to sell. Because you'll probably sell here at 700 and it'll go to like 1,000. You'll get that FOMO feeling going back into the market. But 1,000 is the top, and then we go back down to like 300, 200. You see what I'm saying? So it's very psychological, and this is why you guys want to have a clear plan mindset, because the ones that do are the ones that are really going to win. If you're going into this without any plan, just going with the flow, most likely you're not going to sell at the best times. All right. Yeah. Rusty says, if you don't take profits, why invest in the first place? Yeah, exactly. Great point by Rusty. And this is why I love crypto. Is completely different from stocks too, guys, because in my opinion, crypto, it makes you into it forces you to be an active investor. While on stocks, the majority of stock investors, they're just like buy and hold, like long term, like 5 years, 10 years out. But in crypto, it's such a fast moving market with cycles and all these things going on, super volatile. It forces you to be active. Meaning like you're gonna, if you really understand crypto and you've been in the previous cycles, you're gonna be more focused on taking profits, right? So it's completely different than stocks. In your strategy, to use limits and stuff, losses regularly. Thanks for your time. What do you mean by strategy? Limits and stuff. What do you mean by that? Limits. Lewis, what do I have to do to reach 6 figures? Honestly, I think 6 figures is not that hard to attain. I just think you got to have a diversified portfolio, meaning you don't want to have all your money in just Bitcoin, Ethereum, like the high caps, right? So you want to be invested in coins that can 10x, 20x, 50x, but then you want to, when they do that, you want to sell it, so that when you do make your 6 figures, you don't want to get greedy and aim for like multiple figures. You see what I'm saying? That's why I kept XRP since 2017 at 35 cents and will be selling this bull run. That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's a great point by Gold Trader, right? I mean, XRP was like $3, 2017, came down 35 cents. I'm pretty sure a lot of people during that time were like, man, I should have taken profits on XRP. So it forces you to be more active. And that's a good thing, because you're keeping up with the market. You're keeping up with the news for XRP. That's going to help you take profits in this bull market. Learn to swing trade. Yeah. Shout out to Rusty. That's a great, that's probably the best type of trading you should learn to do, is swing trade in the crypto space. And then maybe you can learn, maybe then after that you can do scalp trading and stuff, but swing trading is very good. What coins do I think will 50x? Man, I mean, I have to look at the low cap coins, right? I mean, there's gonna be a lot of meme coins that will 50x for sure. There's gonna be a lot of meme coins. It depends where you bought it, right? Like if you bought bread at a certain price this bear market, it's gonna be a 50x. Buying it from where it's at right now might not be a 50x. But yeah, a lot of them are gonna be meme coins, and then a couple utility coins, maybe AI, crypto gaming as well. How much, in your opinion, would have to be invested to reach that dollar amount? So Draven's asking how much investing in crypto could reach 6 figures. To be honest, crypto is so crazy that I honestly think investing 10K with just 10K, you can get 6 figures. Of course, it depends what you invest in. But just think about 10K, a 10x from 10K, that's 6 figures right there. But again, you're not going to get that just having Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano in your portfolio. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say you got to have a diversified portfolio, and you really got to go with the flow with this market, meaning like you can have Bitcoin, but then you trade that you convert that Bitcoin to lower cap coins as Bitcoin is going up or ETH is going up. Right? Like I have some Bitcoin in my portfolio right now. I'm probably going to convert it when it's like around 150, 140K, or towards when I see Bitcoin dominance topping. See, when I think Bitcoin dominance is going to top, that's when I'm going to convert most of my Bitcoin into other small altcoins, and maybe my Ethereum too. So if you're doing that, if you're being like an active trader, you can definitely get 10K to 100K. But I would say like 20K. I think 20K, 20 to 30K is a good good amount. Robinhood is the best to buy at right now. It's okay. I mean, Robinhood is okay. They have really low fees, but they don't have the same variety as like Coinbase or other crypto platforms. But Robinhood's a good start. That's where I got started. That's where and then from there, Robinhood is great because it's like a gateway to crypto for many people that are in stocks. So Optimism, honestly, I haven't looked into Optimism, to be honest. I know it's a big coin, but I haven't looked into it. It was a wild last bull run, man. I bought Doge at 4 cents, sold it at 10 cents. I kid you, 1 month into, wow. Yeah, it was wild. Dogecoin was literally under a penny, and it went to like 70 cents. Weeks after, yeah, selling went to 70 cents. Insane. Been trading top 100 coins with 300 million or less in supply on weekly RSI. I've done very well. Oh, that's awesome. That's interesting. Trading the top 100 coins with 300 million or less in supply on the weekly RSI. That's definitely a strategy I gotta check out. Yeah, 50K worry free. Great point by Crypto Owl. 10K of turbo and you have 6 figures. I am holding until I see 6 figures, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, that's a great point. Again, it depends what you have of, that 10K. If you have 10K turbo, if turbo does well, which it's been doing well, you're definitely going to see 6 figures. Can you check out Optimism? Sure. Let's check out Optimism real quick. I always check it out on Gate.io because they have the best chart. Man, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Yeah, I think Turbo can 10x. Like I said, I see Turbo going to, 10 cents and above. And that's probably like I think that's like a 20x from here, to be honest. Because it's like a 10x from 1 penny and it's like half a penny. But Yeah, I think Taro can definitely go to 10 cents. Crypto just moves fast, man. ETH was just 1,400 a few weeks. Yeah, insane, man. And like, what's crazy is like I bought ETH at 1,800. It went lower, right? I bought it at 1,800. I thought I got a good deal. It went to like 1,400, like you said. The good thing is I controlled my emotions. I did not panic sell. I should have bought more, but it moves so fast. You know, it's already up, you know, at 2,200. So, but yeah, optimism. I'm not liking the way it's looking. It dumped hard here. We can see that it's trying to find the bottom, right? It's trying to consolidate here and start creating a structure to break these heavy resistance points. So I mean, with this coin, my strategy with this coin will be to wait about a week or two. Maybe you want to wait at least a month to see what it does this month, because I mean, you got to understand the last 5-6 months has just been red, strong downtrend here for optimism. So it's not showing any life that it'll recover just yet. You see, you want to buy a coin that, you know, you want to, if you're buying right now saying, oh yeah, you know, I believe this coin will recover, you're, you know, in a way you're gambling, right? Because you don't know, it's not showing any signs of life. But if optimism shows some confirmation here, breaks some big targets, and shows you know, a start of an uptrend, right? Doing something like that, that's much safer, right? That's much safer than buying right now and hoping that it will recover. So I'll definitely wait at least a month or so for optimism, because you just want to be safe, instead of just buying like a falling knife. How you like ADA? I love ADA. I think ADA, you know, like even comparing to the previous chart, to optimism, you can see how it's a complete different structure. We're in this nice long-term uptrend, right? Even from last previous, it's interesting because Cardano right now, it's basically at its previous all-time high top. You see that? It's kind of finding resistance right there at the previous all-time high from 2017. But it's still extremely bullish because we're in this really nice uptrend where we're putting higher highs and higher lows. I believe this is the higher low to, in a couple weeks or month or so, go up and eventually put in a higher high. You see? So Cardano looks really good, really bullish. And I have no doubt it'll break its all-time high of $3 or so. Can you check out ICP? Yeah, I can definitely, again, it can definitely skyrocket to those levels even towards the end of the month. ICP, I think I must have did ICP like 3 times this live stream. But yeah, ICP, it's like, it's a little bit better than optimism, right? Because it's at least green on the month. It's starting to look like it's forming a bottom. It didn't go all the way down here to the bear market low, which is good, but it's still a big drop. It's in bear market territory. What it needs to do is start to recover and break these levels right here. But it came down to basically break this gap here, right? Fill in this gap. So that's good that it did that. It had a big drop, and it's a slow mover compared to the rest of the market. So I believe it'll follow the market. It's just gonna be one of the last coins to really start moving. But this is another, I mean, ICP is another coin that I personally would wait on to see it do something possibly like this, right? And you could say, oh, well, you're missing out on the pump, right? But I would rather buy on the pump with a confirmation that it's starting to recover than buy right now and then boom, right? We break this low and continue this downtrend. So that's why I would rather wait on the coin like that. When, in your opinion, do you see Bitcoin dominance will fall? Anytime, Figueroa. If you guys are new to, by the way, guys, definitely follow. I have a free community on Telegram. You guys can join in the link in the bio. But and it's in the WAP, by the way. But when do I see Bitcoin dominance? And this is gonna be critical because this is going to be key for altcoin season. Okay. Honestly, I think altcoin season really is going to like take off once we have some type of, you know, interest rate cuts. We have, you know, money supply getting bigger with interest rate cuts and all these things going on. And also one of the big things is Bitcoin dominance. And I still think, I honestly believe we can come up here to 2021 target, 2021 levels above 70%. Just showing you how strong this has been and how strong Bitcoin's been. I can see us coming up here to 2021 levels, which could be the top. We might top out exactly at that level, at 70%. So, you know, Bitcoin might go to 120K. You might see this just skyrocket up, 130K, 150K. And that might be the top, right? We might see Bitcoin at 150K, 70% Bitcoin dominance. Then just because it starts to come down doesn't mean Bitcoin's coming down. Bitcoin can still keep going up to 200K. It just means that altcoins are going to go crazy. They're going to outperform Bitcoin. Right? So even right here, like the top of the market in April, right? April 2021 was right here. It was right there. Right? I believe Dogecoin topped when, you know, Bitcoin dominance was right there. So most likely the top of the market for altcoin season will be when we have a big drop. So when we have this big drop and we're having, you know, we're doing something similar to this, the top most likely will be in during that time. That's going to be the time you want to sell. When we have a big drop like this. This is the region here where you want to sell. Thank you, Sham. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you for the DJ glasses. That's like the first time I ever get that. So thank you, bro. Does the fib work on dominance chart? I don't know. I never tried it. I never tried it, to be honest. Try it out, but yeah, I wouldn't say it works, right? Because it's different than like a price target. I mean, having it come up here to 85%, maybe, I don't know, maybe, you know, maybe Bitcoin does go up there in Bitcoin dominance, but I highly doubt it. But, you know, I'll leave it there just in case. But I think, you know, percentage charts, I don't think it really works on those. FetCoin price prediction. Sure, we'll check out FetCoin. Well, that's so cool. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Man, that's 2 already. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for all the gifts, guys. You guys been giving all the likes too. And shout out to everyone who gave a gift. Sham. Thank you, Scented Pleasure, for the cowboy hat. Let's do a price prediction on FetCoin, one of the top AI coins here. I was about to say AI meme coins. Trying to find a good chart. Okay, this is a better chart. But I really like Fet because this was its all-time high, right? We're basically, we fell below its all-time high from 2021, and we're starting to form some type of support here, some type of support. So that's bullish. I think that's very bullish for FET. Now, in terms of price prediction, let's do a Fibonacci here on FET. Whoa! Thank you. Thank you for the Shiba or the Corgi. Thank you so much, Sham. Shout out to Sham and Scented for all the nice gifts. And also 1 kg. Have you heard of Bitcoin? It's an in-game current. Yeah, I heard of Bitcoin. Yeah. I think I played the game once. But here we can see it's actually a nice bounce here off the 0.38. You see that right there? So I mean, FET's looking pretty good, not gonna lie. Fetch is looking pretty good, bouncing off of that, those levels right there. I mean, but look, even based on this, right, we hit it. We actually hit our level here. When we do the Fibonacci, we hit the level here for Fetch. I want to say that doesn't mean that this is the all-time high the top is in, because we can definitely recover, hit the 618, right? But it's like Fetch hit the all-time high prematurely here, exactly in the Fibonacci level right there, showing you guys how accurate that is here in April, as you can see. But I think it will definitely go higher. I think about like 2 months, maybe a month or so. Do you think Bitcoin will drop to 60K? I think Bitcoin will drop to 60K next bear market. I don't think like any time right now it would drop. If it were to, it would have dropped already when it was like around 73K. I do think that the bottom is in right there, and we're continuing this uptrend. So I think the next time Bitcoin's at 60K, guys, will be the bear market, which I believe the start of the bear market will be sometime in 2026. 2026. I also want to show you guys here. Where's that chart? Where's that famous chart here? That famous chart. Showing you guys here that 2026 is going to be crazy. Let me see if I can find it here for you guys. But it's that famous this famous chart that shows you the best times to buy and sell. Right here, I found it, guys. This one. But it's crazy. It's showing high prices in 2026. We can see right here. I think you guys seen this chart before. I mean, this is one of the famous charts here. It shows you 2026, basically high prices, a time of high prices, the best time to sell, right? Stocks or values or whatever. So it looks like 2026 is gonna be a bullish year. It could be the top. And we can see right here, 2027, right? 2007, right before the 2008 crash. Also 1999, before the dot-com bubble crash, the best times to sell. So just wanted to share that chart with you guys. Lewis, where do you believe we are at the psychological chart? Oh yeah, the psychological chart. Where do I think we are? I think we're like, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, Dogecoin is going up. I agree, Lewis. But I do think, like, I think 2026 will be the top for Bitcoin. It's like 2022, right? Well, it's actually like 2021. Most of us remember 2021 as a super bullish, right? Bullish year for crypto, but we forget that 2021 was the top, and we started coming down in November, December, right? And then 2022 was when we capitulated. So it doesn't mean that like as soon as 2026 starts, we're just gonna top out and go straight down. No, you know, we can be bullish for a good part of 2026 and then top out, and then based on whatever month we top out, Q1, Q2, then start to come down. And then maybe 2027 is when we have that capitulation, like 2022. So that's something that can happen. We shall see. What do you think about Shiba? I haven't heard anything interesting about it. Shiba, I think Shiba's like my second biggest meme coin holding behind Dogecoin, to be honest. I think Shiba, I'm bullish on Shiba Inu because I think Shiba burning its supply, right? Once they start to really burn the supply and really start to get the ball rolling with Shibarium and its ecosystem, I think that's when Shiba is going to take off. But I'm still bullish on Shiba, even based on the charts. Again, it's not as bullish as Dogecoin, but it's not a bearish chart at all. I mean, this is a coin that, you know, this is how I look at charts and stuff. If Shiba, right, if Shiba had never had this move right here, I'll be bearish on Shiba. I might not even be holding Shiba if it never had this explosive move. You see that? Because there's a lot of altcoins that never had this and are still here in bear market lows, struggling. You see? If Shiba would have still been here, kind of like struggling here near this bear market territory, I would have been super bearish on Shiba Inu. But the fact that it had this move following Bitcoin and the markets, and now it's coming down with the markets, which is normal, and finding support on top of the bear market resistance, is why I'm still super bullish on Shiba. Despite it coming down hard, I'm still super bullish on it. So that's how I look at charts. That's how I analyze, Shiba's chart, for example. But the key with Shiba with the project is burning the supply. And to answer the question, based on the psychological chart, I think, man, I don't know. I would say we're like around optimism, or we're starting to get optimistic. I think we're around that time. So I think we're starting to get optimistic, and then we're gonna start to see signs that altcoin season is gonna start soon, right? Maybe interest rates are gonna start dropping, and then we're gonna get that belief. That belief stage is we're gonna have like full confidence and conviction that, man, yeah, it's on. We're gonna have for sure altcoin season and this crazy bull market and stuff, and then we're gonna get that confirmation. We're gonna have that huge explosion, the thrill, and then euphoria. That's when you sell. That's when you sell. Heck, I would even sell at thrill. I wouldn't even wait for euphoria, right? I'll sell at thrill. And yeah. So that's just my opinion where we're at. What's up, Faith? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Yeah, we'll probably have a pullback. Don't be surprised if Bitcoin goes to the lower 90s, maybe 93K. Did you have a mentor or a self-dot? Never had a mentor. Well, basically self-dot. But yeah, never had a mentor. Thank you, Faith. Thank you for the rose. Yeah, it is pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty simple. It's a lot of this is very simple, guys. I mean, look, even the bottom here, even Bitcoin's bottom. Just showing you guys how simple this is. Bitcoin's bottom was basically the top in the previous bull market. You see? Bitcoin's bottom from this last bear market was basically the same range from the top here in 2017. So while everyone is freaking out, you know, it's the end of the world, Bitcoin's going to zero, this and that, you should have just been looking at this and like, okay, this is probably a good time to buy. And guess what? It was. Because very soon we just had this big green candle and just got out of that range. The smart money was buying. Right? So Andrew says, how much money you got to invest in crypto? Honestly, I don't like sharing, just for security purposes. You know, it's a humble amount, to be honest. Like, I don't have like a crazy amount. It's a humble amount. But I don't like sharing the exact amount just for security purposes. And I don't recommend any of you guys share either. With your friends, even family. I mean, you don't want to share online. Because the last thing you guys want is, you know, if people know how much crypto you're holding, maybe Bitcoin, XRP is a great one, for example, right? XRP is like everywhere. You tell your friends, oh yeah, I got like 1,000 XRP, this and that. Next thing you know, XRP is like $100 or something. You're gonna have your friends and family like, yo, how much money you got, this and that, like give me some XRP. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you want to have a private life. You know, you want to have that, make sure that's private. And especially for like the people that got, I mean, the billionaires, the millionaires, we've seen what happened. We've seen some of the stories, sad stories of what happens to these guys when they have their portfolio public and they're like big and famous, right? We've seen what happened to some of these people, and it's just a great example to just be private. Anytime, Andre. Thank you, Greater C. Man, you guys killed it today. 50,000 likes. I hate to go offline right now, but I do have work tomorrow. But do not worry, because I'm gonna be live streaming a lot more often now. So I'll be live streaming again this week very soon, guys. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys that liked the stream, that sent gifts, scented pleasure, and sham bam. You guys been killing it. Shout out to all of you guys. I'll be live again soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Love you guys so much. Good night, guys. Peace. And shout out to you guys on YouTube. I'll see you guys very soon in the next live stream.